So, hello. First things first, some of you guys know Amanda on our team. Pray for her. Her two boys were in a rollover car accident tonight, and one of them is pretty banged up. So just keep her in your thoughts. She's usually pretty quiet in the chat. She's a super, super busy single mom, but it's just crazy. She can't catch a break. So just pray for her tonight. But also tonight we're going to be talking all about consistency. Abrielle has a bunch to cover, so I'm going to let her go first. Don't be making that face at me.
Hey guys! Oh my goodness! No. So I actually I really love. I just like to check to see who's on. Okay, my same peeps. Hey y'all, my same 7 peeps. Glad y'all here. No, but I just I'm really loving these kind of one-on-one Zooms. It sort of seems like it is because I talk to Chelsea and Amy and Michaela pretty much every day, all day. But everybody else, I don't really get to talk to. So the ones that do hop on these Zooms on Tuesday, I'm so sorry, this is jiggling so much. I get really pumped to talk to you guys because not only does it show how you are as a person, but it shows how you are with being consistent with your work ethic. And I think that's super important, especially in a business like this one, bless you, London, or a network marketing business in general, or just in life. Being consistent gets you places. And with network marketing and what we do, staying consistent every day, all day, really pays off in the end. I cannot tell you or stress to you guys how much I realized that from the end of 2017 when I first joined Lavelle until now. So I always try to share where I came from and where I am now. No matter if you were in a previous network marketing business or not, share where you were a year, 6 months, 3 months, however long you've been in this business or using the product, where you were before and where you are now, because I promise you, the more you put it out there, and you're doing your daily IPAs, you're growing your network, and you have those new fresh peeps on your Facebook, it's going to reach someone over time. And there's a saying, I don't know how true it is. I know for me, it kind of is true. But what is it like? You see, it takes someone 10 to 12 times for them to see it, for them to actually pay attention to what it is you're saying. So if you post once or twice a week, that's why people are not realizing what you're putting out there, because they're not seeing it enough. And honestly, it's super true, because I have Lange products all over my Facebook. And it's gotten to the point where I'm not even kidding you, like my cart is full of product, but I have yet to purchase because I'll see something else and I'm like, oh yeah, I need this. So they're consistent with making sure their posts are getting bumped up, and they're consistent on making sure their sales are always happening because they're constantly snagging someone's attention. You have to think there are I want to say it's I don't even know how many millions, but there's millions of people on Facebook, and you have about 1 to 2,000, 3,000 max friends on your Facebook. You haven't even dipped in the 5% of those millions. So you have to continue to, grow yourself, whether it's you personally, your network, whatever it is, just grow. That is my word, you guys. And I know I say it every single time we talk, but growth is not just within me. It's growing my business. It's growing my network. It's growing myself. It's growing anything and everything that has to do with me. I have octopus arms of different growth things that I'm doing. And one of the things that I have my notes pulled up, this is why I keep looking over here. One of the things that I wanted to share too, why it's kind of consistent to stay consistent at month end, because this is the month or month end is usually, where everyone's pushing hard. Everyone's trying to get that last couple $100 in volume if they have a goal that they're trying to reach. And this is where you're really being vulnerable with yourself. And this is when you need to be putting yourself out there more. So if you look back at hey. If you look back in the beginning of March and you barely posted like that you have coupons, or you went live and talked about your 3 steps and how you do them, or anything like that, this is the time to go for it. This is the time to, utilize 3-way chats. Get on these Zooms, any Zooms that you see available. I don't know if a lot of you guys are in any of the other big, huge Dream Team and Pacesetters page. If you want to be in one of those pages, I think you guys are well enough on here to, the ones that are on here, to handle those pages. I think Lisa, I know you are. I don't know if anybody else is, but Pacesetters is Jamie Pekka's personal team page, and it's like 7,000 plus people in there, and there's a lot of 200Ks in there that are constantly doing Zooms. I know Lisa hops on Amanda Arnett's Power Hours. I don't think she's doing it right now, but there's a lot of different, not even just challenges, or not even just Zooms, but challenges and giveaways and a lot of things that can motivate you at the end of like every day or at the end of the month to get you to go for whatever it is you're going for. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, take advantage. Like right now, my goal is, I don't think I sent my stuff into our group chat, but I have $100 in credits that are just sitting in my account, and my goal is to get the $100 into someone's account, my customer account. That way they can use it, and this is the time to do it. Credits, promos, whatever promos. Who knows? They might do another promo. I know they did that whole bulk weekend thing last weekend. For me, I didn't need no more products, so I did not take advantage of that. But any promo that's free shipping, 10% off, anything that's sent to personal customers. I know that was a little confusing, and not everybody's going to know if their customers get it. I got it. I don't know why, because I have an auto ship set up and all this stuff, but really just staying consistent with yourself. I know tomorrow I plan to go live and reshare my story on where I was to where I am now. Talk about some really hard times that I went through, depression, being a new mom to now she's not our newborn anymore, but at the time, a newborn, now she's a big head 2-year-old, and a 2-year-old at the time, like that was stressful, trying to go to work, thinking, just like different things. So that's the time where I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, just like I do every day. And I think we talked about this last week. Comfort zones, guys, you gotta get rid of those. We are all so used to being who we are, and not saying change yourself or like change who you are, but I'm saying you're so used to doing things the same every single day. And I know for a fact that a lot of the time that's what's holding you back on going above and beyond in this business, or just in general, life in general. And I seriously cannot tell you enough. I'm trying to think what was like one of my biggest comfort zones that I did, like stepping out of my comfort zone. Obviously leaving where I was and coming here. That was a huge thing for me. But I think just being open more about who I am as a person, where I've come from and stuff like that, that's really deep. Some people can't do that. And I think it's so important to not go into full detail all the time, but just share who you are, grow closer to your Facebook friends, and not just be that person that sells something, be that person that likes Taco Bell and is an Army spouse or whatever. Like there's so many things I can say. I like Drake. I like ranch dressing. Like who doesn't know that? I don't know, but I think that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything, but really just being consistent every single day, showing up. Obviously, you guys that are on here do not have that problem, because look where you are. You're showing up. You're doing what you need to do. You're taking in everything and anything that we put out there. And I think that is so important, not only as someone in this business, but as a growing leader. But I think that's it for me.
With being consistent too, like she was saying about posting, you don't even always have to be posting. Like she said, don't just be the Thrive Girl. Talk about other things too. I want to tell you guys that this past week I made my kids marbleized cookies. I've been working on that. They want Kennedy, I don't know, yeah. So anyways, I forgot that my DFT was right here, like completely forgot, and just took the picture. And a girl messaged me off of that picture and was like, hey, I've been meaning to message you and I saw it in your stories and ordered that night. So like, it's so important to be consistent. Wear your wearable nutrition in a place that's gonna see you guys. Facebook crashed the other week, Facebook and Instagram. And I can tell you, I got over 15 messages of people that were freaking the F out. Sorry, but seriously, freaking out over the fact that Facebook had crashed. Okay, if you want this to be your full-time income and Facebook crashes, how are you going to run your business? Wear your wearable nutrition in a place that people can see, because do you know how many times I'll be at my daughter's school or I'll be at the grocery store or wherever, you know, the two places I get to go with my children, and people will ask me, they'll be like, hey, what's that? Hey, what is that on your arm? That's stepping out of a comfort zone for me. I hate talking to people, especially with my children with me, because it's a shit show. But step out of your comfort zone, talk to people, start conversations with people. If you did not watch the Aaron Point, is that his name? Aaron Point? Zoom the other day, you guys, I will reshare that. Watch it. He said something in there that spoke to me so much. And he said, everybody's making a list of what they're doing every day. What are they doing? They're posting on Instagram. They're doing this. They're doing that. Okay, I want you to sit down tonight and make a list of everything you're not doing. What are you not doing that could be growing your business? Are you not talking to people face to face? Are you not like having an email list? Not saying you have to, but whatever. Are you not doing this? Are you not doing that? Are you not utilizing Facebook? Are you not going live? Are you not showing up in your stories? Okay, for the next month, I want you to do those things. Pick one thing off there and become a pro at it and do it well. Because if you can do something for 21 days to a month, you're going to do it forever. It's just going to become a habit. So make a list of things that you're not doing and pick something and become a pro at that. Do it every single day. With the IPAs too, you can tell, like, look at numbers. You can tell it's working. You can see, I can see the difference in people's confidence. I can see the difference in the way they're posting their confidence, people getting more comfortable. So I just kind of wanted to see, do you guys like having those every day? What do you guys think about those? Is there things you wish were on there? Is there something you wish was different? What are your guys' thoughts? Love them, love them. Okay.
I like them.
I can't hear words.
They keep me on point. Do you guys feel like it's holding you accountable more, like to do your stuff because you have 100 other people to check in with or whoever?
Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
So I think while we're talking about IPAs, what is one thing, and if you can't talk, totally understand, throw it in the chat, but what is one thing you feel like they've actually helped you with? Because, you know, we, obviously the people on the Zoom, you're doing your IPAs. What do you feel they've really helped you with, whether it's in your personal life or, you know, the business side of things? You know, I think for us, it's so important to talk about the wins everybody's having and, you know, kind of what you're experiencing from being consistent every single day and, you know, completing the IPAs, whether it's, you know, how you feel after a day of completing them, you know, if it's kind of the personal development has maybe helped you. So I don't know if you want to, if somebody wants to jump in and talk kind of what they've done, or if you want to throw it in the chat. I just would love to hear, you know, what everybody is feeling about them.
I think it's helped me be like intentional. Like at first, like I would go in and like, yeah, I would like add a few people or follow people or do whatever. But like now I'm like taking time, but then I would end up like aimlessly scrolling through everything and not like, and then get lost like in Instagram and Facebook and whatever. So like now I think like I know like, okay, I'm going to do all of these things every day. So I'm going to do these first before I get lost. And then, but that's helped me not get like lost and like not just like aimlessly be wasting my time basically. So I know if I'm like on there, then I'm adding people and I'm finding the people that I want to like follow. And then the people that I'm commenting on and going back through the stories and doing whatever. And like, I kind of do that throughout the day, like anyways, but definitely like my biggest thing most of the time is being intentional about doing something. So I think they've helped a lot with that.
That's good. And I mean, that it's one of those things too, where, you know, I think we would love to continue this next month if everybody's really enjoying having them. You know, we might switch up, you know, a few things on different days just to kind of throw different stuff in there. But, you know, we just want to be sure that, you know, they're kind of doing their job. And, you know, I know for me, they definitely hold me accountable. I mean, this is my planner. I do every single week, every single day. They're written out and I mark them off as soon as I do them. So for me, it's good to see them. And I'm reading the chat. Not posting standard, but incorporating the products into my daily life. That's good. So, I mean, it's good to see that they've been a really positive thing for everybody. You know, and I know for me too, I would kind of get in that like rabbit hole and not, you know, stick to everything every single day. I'm very squirrel brain throughout the day. So I need something that I can, you know, really go by. And I think that's really helped. Let's see. I don't think there's anybody else.
Well, I know for me too, I would get like super pumped up at the beginning of the month. And then by like this time, I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. But like, I can say from us incorporating doing something every morning and then making sure, I feel like it gets you to kind of follow up with everything throughout the day, if that makes sense. And I think somebody said that, sorry, don't mind me. But like for once in a long time, I finally can feel myself like keeping myself on track, like Chelsea just said, and not falling down that bunny hole of, you know, just feeling kind of lost. So I know for me, it's helped me stay on track with not even just the business, but making sure that I'm getting stuff done in the morning that I would like to get done. And this is kind of one of those things where, yeah, I brought it up to do it, but then I was like, is this going to actually work? Because that's how I was with self-development. Like, I saw Michaela post about it all the time, and I'm like, this girl crazy. She needs something. She needs income. But, you know, now I'm like, oh my gosh, like, there's not, I mean, maybe on the weekends or something, but like during the week when I'm like legit busy every single day, you know, whether it's like a podcast or whatever it is, just a journal, just doing something to kind of refresh my mind. I'm like, okay, that works. And now I'm like, okay, IPAs definitely work. Like, I see so many people talk about it and I'm like, no, there's no way that's going to produce income. Like, no, but it does. And some of you might not see it right away, but I like I'm not going to promise anything because I don't want to promise, I'm not going to promise y'all $500, but I know over time that, like everyone's been saying, it's going to benefit you because you're going to be, this is something that you've consistently been doing, and this is something that's going to pay off consistently for you if you keep up with it, because you're going to get in the habit of making sure that you always are putting something good content, something relatable to your Instagram, Facebook, wherever it is. And I've been really working on alternating, you know, sometimes I might post my passion post or something on my Instagram instead of my Facebook because I went a little bit too carried away with posting on Facebook. So it's really good. I feel like I think it's brought a lot of us closer because I love being in the group chat and you're fine. Just seeing everybody talk about and celebrating stuff, like that's so fun for me. Alicia said, "What, you sold 2 minis today?" Teresa's not on here, but she was like, I made $150 in minis or whatever she said she made. Like, that's amazing. Those
I do feel like this has really brought us together, like as a team again.
Awesome.
Which that's a huge reason I think a lot of people do this is a lot of us are stay-at-home moms, and a lot of us
This is my interaction.
Toddlers. Yeah, it's like we only communicate with toddlers all day. So I think it's fun for that relationship building aspect of it too. Yeah, Colby, you guys are my human interaction too.
For sure.
The other thing too is I feel like, okay, this is, some of you might find this creepy, but the people who told me they were going for promotions, I have all your numbers in here from last month. And I've been tracking them with this month's numbers and just checking, just basically after auto ships or once a week. And you find so many people's numbers are incredibly up. Kelsey's numbers are incredible. Alicia's numbers are incredible. Colby is killing it. You guys, like, there's so many people.
Yes. Cheers to the good.
And I feel like Alicia's signing people left and right. Like, it's nobody's business. I feel like she's changing the chat color like crazy. So it really is working. Keep doing with it. And I promise you guys, like, by the end of next month, this is just going to become a habit. You're just going to wake up every day and be like, oh, let me throw on my podcast while I shower. Oh, let me follow 15 people. Like, it just is going to become such a habit. You won't even think about it. Is she still taking a picture? It's so awkward talking while you're taking a picture.
You would have been really mad if I kept the first one, just saying.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I just want to say too, in going along with consistency, and I think everybody on here knows this, but because it's just kind of come up and, you know, we've kind of talked about it separately, this needs to be a 2 to 5 year plan, y'all. This business does not give you success overnight. It does not give you success in a week, in a month, sometimes a year, sometimes 2 years. And it also comes back to not comparing yourself to somebody else. There are people in this company that came in, went 200K 5 months, and they're going to be millionaires. We know it happens, but their story is different than yours. And you can't compare your journey to that journey or that journey. You have to be committed to this. And that's where it's going to connect to consistency. Because if you're consistent every single day, you're building, you're growing, you're planting seeds, and then it's going to start compounding. If you still haven't read Compound Effect, read it. But
best book ever.
This isn't, you can't come into this business with a mindset of, in 6 months, I'm going to be rich AF and I'm going to be doing this, and this. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. I mean, it does in, like, you know, an amazing world, but you have to stay consistent and have that 2 to 5 year plan in mind. You know, okay, what's my goal in the first 2 years? You know, where am I hoping to be in the first 2 years? Okay, by year 3, what do I want to accomplish in that year? You know, you need to kind of have these goals mapped out. And if you hit them sooner, amazing. Proud of you. You've stayed consistent. You've kicked ass. But you can't give up if you're not even a year in, 6 months in. You can't start saying, I'm not getting anybody. Why is nobody signing with me? I'm not getting anyone that's working. Well, when you're talking like that, you're not going to get anybody. I mean, let's be real. And that comes with self-development, because what you're putting out into the universe is what you're going to get back. So if all you're sitting around is saying, I'm not getting anybody, nobody I sign wants to work. Nobody that comes in wants to do anything. No one's serious. Well, don't expect anybody to come in and be serious. That's all you're saying every day. So that's where we really want you to incorporate self-development. And that's why we have it on IPAs every single day, because when you're consistent with it, your mindset changes as well. So I just wanted everybody to, you know, be reminded of that. And I'm pretty sure everybody on here knows that. But, you know, I think it still needs to be said and talked about. And I think we all still need to be transparent about it, because we're all on different journeys. We've all been in different amounts of time, and we just need to be sure that, you know, we have our goals kind of mapped out 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We're working for those goals, and we're not going to give up in the first year because we don't see what we expected to see. And if y'all are on my Instagram, I kind of did a video on this with expectations, and I watched a sermon on Sunday night, and it talked about expectations. And you know, you might set these expectations for yourself, and then what if it doesn't happen? Okay, well, I mean, you're fine. God might not live up to your expectations, but he will always live up to his word. He's going to take care of you. He's going to make sure you get where you need to be, but it might not be the way you expected, and that's okay. But you have to keep going. That's the whole point. You have to keep going. You don't give up in this business.
Thing with that too is it's so easy to compare yourself, but you guys, you don't know anybody's history. There are people that walk in and they go 200K. They've been in Lisa Fuller has been in network marketing for 8 years when she walked in here. Guys, like almost a decade. No wonder she went 200K in under a year. I had somebody reach out to me and say, on our team, say, how did you go 80K in a year? Guys, I've been in network marketing for 4 years. I've been growing my network for 4 years. There's people in here who have been growing their network for years. There's a girl that went 200K in 5 months. She has been on Instagram since she was 18 blogging. No wonder she went so quick. She had that, you know, accountability. So don't compare your story to anybody else like because you don't know their background. You don't know where they came from, and you don't know how hard they've been working.
And one thing on that, last thing on that, I don't know if anybody adds this, but you have to, this is why I think I and a lot of people that are on our team are so serious about attraction marketing, but being authentic and real with what you post, and sometimes stepping away and putting some stuff out there because you see the real me. You see, like when I posted that picture of me crying, I really was like about to run away. I was done. But these are real life things. And those people that went 200K in 4 or 5 months or 2 months or 2 weeks, they are putting out maybe not truthful things, and they have problems, and they have things that they're going through that they don't talk about because they're so big on posting other stuff to attract you to like them or want to be like them, but you don't know what they're going through. You know, they could be legit depressed and saying they're so happy with their life, but they might not be. So just don't compare and contrast yourself with other people, because there's people that I might say, you know, oh, wow, that's so, you inspire me to do better. You push me to do better, but I will never say I want to be like that person. I want to be that person because I'm my own person. You are your own person. We have our own hopes, dreams, and goals, and I'm sticking to what I know and what I want to do. Yes, it's nice to see other people be successful and do crazy things that I would love to do, but my time is coming, your time is coming, and if, like we've been saying all night long, consistency is key. I cannot stress you enough how truthful that is, because honestly, yeah, actually March this month, I don't know which day, but sometime in March, this was the month that I first started network marketing in 2015. And I am just now learning within the last year what it means to actually grow your network. So I missed out on the first, how many years is that? 4 years?
I don't know. I'm like
4 years or 3 years of actually growing myself the right way and growing my business the right way, because I was so caught up in following other people and following, not being a leader, not leading the own way. I was following. So just don't get caught up in wanting to follow someone else's dreams, because that's what I talk about, and that's what I don't want to be like. And I don't want to see y'all be like that. Like it warms my heart to see everyone say stuff, but y'all are so worthy of so much too, and you guys have so much potential that if you just open them bright big eyes, you'll see. But that's it. I think I'm done talking because I'm gonna talk all night.
I did see somebody comment, and I don't remember who it was. They said that something about they're having issues they're having issues with promoters who like want a quick fix. One thing that I learned last year at conference from Lisa Fuller, Abs and I were at dinner with her, and I'll never forget one thing she said, and it wasn't even directed at us, but we were just sitting next to her, and she said something about how when she's talking to potential promoters, she tells them up front before they sign, like, this is not an overnight thing. You need to commit 2 to 5 years of your life with me, and I promise I'll change your life, but like you have to commit that. And she tells them it up front. And that sounds really scary because you're like, oh my gosh, but I want to help this person, but I want to help this person. But at the end of the day, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. If you want to sign those rock stars, you want to sign those people who are going to be committed and be just like you about it, they will come. I promise you, they will. They will. But don't get so caught up on just getting like a quick sign, because at the end of the day, that's not even going to like really do anything for you except for help you this month. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Because do you know what's going to happen? They're going to burn out fast, and then you're going to be stuck there picking up the pieces. Been there, done that.
On that note.
So sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I'm just as real as it can be. I don't fake nothing. I'm just saying no, but for real.
Does anybody have anything they want to talk about? Yes, Colby, it is all about mindset. Yeah, girl. I'm so excited because, like, just about everybody on here is going to be at conference. You guys, our little group's going to be together. You guys have no idea. I'm going to cry and, like, scream and hug you all and jump on you, except for you, Colby. I won't jump on you because you're pregnant. But I'll attack you.
We won't knock Colby over.
I'll just like attack
Michaela
you.
was like 10 years pregnant last time, so
I was.
she went to sleep at 9 o'clock and woke up at 7. I'm like, Michaela.
Pray that isn't me, because I'm like a grandma.
Good night.
Just kidding. Say good night.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Well, we need to maybe start a conference chat. Is that too many chats? I just want to know where everybody's staying at, and that way we can kind of keep in touch that weekend. That's coming up quick. Does everybody have somewhere to stay yet? Did everybody go ahead to? Okay. No, I'm sitting here thinking about it.
I don't.
You can always stay in our room.
The most expensive
We
hotel.
better. I was betting on.
Or you guys can stay in my room because I might be solo dolo yet again.
Just come stay in our room.
Seriously.
I'm 3 minutes away.
Who cares?
We're like 4. Get over it.
Downtown, like YOLO downtown.
Girl, downtown Fort Worth is not like Las Vegas. You're fine.
Okay, there's a lobby bar that's open till late.
You can still go to bars.
This is sad, guys. My first conference, no bars.
You can go to bars. You just can't drink. That's what I did last year.
Is everything okay?
Why would everything not be okay?
I heard things like,
I think you're trying to just get out of bed. Why don't you get?
everything looks good like this.
Okay, get your butt back in bed.
Can I get a drink?
Get a drink.
Which one?
It's so awesome. What?
Okay.
Kids are awesome. You're so awesome. Love you so much.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not okay.
Abrielle, are you really by yourself?
Whoa. This is
That's a yes. Girl, just
I don't
come stay
really
in
know.
our
I
room.
have not heard from the person I'm with in a long time. I don't think anybody has heard from the person that I'm staying with. So
Who are you supposed to be saying? Oh, we're not saying.
Probably shouldn't on a recording.
yeah, we're recording. So I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know.
Stop
guys.
recording.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good night.